Hello. Last night was all about the wet and windy weather across the south. Tonight, much more about fog and frost. But in between, many of us will have a fine afternoon. Here's the view from space. Largely clear skies across Scotland and Northern Ireland. This massive cloud through the nights covering England and Wales is from this area of low pressure. Storm Connell, named by the Dutch Weather Service because it's going to bring them some pretty severe weather in the coming hours. The wet and windy weather sweeping away through the North Sea, bringing some very gusty winds here. It's been quite a wet start though across eastern England. Slowly that rain is fizzling out this afternoon, but we'll keep a brisk and cold wind blowing along some of these North Sea coasts with a few showers feeding into eastern England. Some showers coming into northern Scotland as well. But for many, it's a fine day out there. It's dry, it's bright, some sunshine, keeping fairly cloudy though across East Anglia and much of southern England. Temperatures generally a little lower than recent times. A cold feeling day. Parts of Scotland staying barely above freezing throughout the day. Further south 6 or 7 Celsius, but feeling colder with this wind along these North Sea coasts, which will finally ease off overnight. Still bringing a few showers in here though, and across northeast Scotland through the night. But again, for most it's a dry night. Look at the blue hue taking hold of the map. But as well as that, we've got the fog. It's been thick this morning across Northern Ireland, and it will thicken up again overnight. Could be quite dense in places, and we'll see that fog thickening too for parts of East Wales, down across the Midlands and parts of East Anglia and the southeast could also see some fog forming. The breeze picking up in the southwest, a few spots of rain heading in towards the Isles of Scilly, and that will keep the temperatures up a little bit here, but elsewhere expect a frost. Temperatures in towns and cities getting to freezing or below, rural spots well below freezing. So we've got that fog, temperatures below freezing. That means freezing fog for the morning commute. Won't be very pleasant. Now that fog should clear in Northern Ireland through the morning as the breeze picks up here, but for parts of England and Wales, that fog may well linger. In some spots it may last all day. Again, for the majority, it's a dry and a fine day. Certainly lighter winds and more sunshine across eastern parts of England. It will cloud over in the west. The breeze picks up, clearing that fog in Northern Ireland, and then the rain moves in later. A few spots of rain possible for Pembrokeshire, Devon, Cornwall, the Isles of Scilly and the Channel Isles, but again, most places will be dry. Going to be a cold day, however. Temperatures struggling after that frosty start, feeling cold everywhere. 5, 6, 7 for most come the afternoon, but if that fog does stick, temperatures will struggle to get much above freezing. Late in the day, though, we could hit double digits in the southwest because this rain that's edging into the west will also be bringing milder air as the winds switch to a southerly. Eventually, that milder air will spread in more widely, but staying pretty cold even into Friday across eastern parts of England. That rain pushing into northwest Scotland during the course of Thursday evening. Plenty going on then with the weather as usual. Do keep an eye out for that fog. You can keep track of everything to do with the Met Office through our website or our app. And of course, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube already, then please do so.